WIFO FM Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, and it's brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and Oak Quinn and Associates.
Hi, I'm Mandy Yeomans.
And I'm Raymond Brown with First Southern Bank. As your locally owned community bank, we're here to help our community grow. Our customers are why we are here. You can tell we want your business.
We offer all types of deposit products, personal and business. We have fast, efficient service, and yes, we have online banking too. I'm sure we have an account to fit your needs. Stop by or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
We're FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jesup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner special. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to the barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jesup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
Do you know why most people don't invest outside work or at all? Because they don't know where to start and they don't know who to talk with. If this is you, give me a call. Hi, this is Sean O'Quinn. I can help set up a plan no matter where you are in life to get you on a suitable path to a sound financial future. Give me a call, Sean O'Quinn, at 912-385-1000 or stop by the office at 212 South First Street right here in Jesup. That number again is 912-385-1000.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
Butch and Bob Show. World famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. Good morning, Bob. How's it going?
It's going well.
Going well?
Yeah.
Did you get your golf in?
I did. I had a good time.
Good. Was all 18 open?
No, the back nine was closed. Had to play the front nine twice.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. Yeah. Back nine's still a little wet, so
it'll be dried up this week.
Yeah, it's 90 degrees. But I did learn some news.
You did?
Yeah, probably the biggest news story of the weekend.
What was that?
I played golf with Bert Yergin. He told me Vi and Francis flew out to New York. Vi sang at Carnegie Hall Saturday.
Yeah, she sang at Carnegie Hall.
Yeah,
she sang at Carnegie Hall.
That's unbelievable. That's a great honor.
Yes, she did. So Vi Bennett sang at Carnegie Hall.
Can't get any better than that.
No, you like can't. That's the top of the mountain right there.
That's what I'm saying. That's pretty special. So,
I wonder what she sang.
I don't know. Bart didn't have a lot of detail. He said Vi was kind of, he said he didn't have it. All he knew is that he knew that she was going to sing there, and he wanted everybody to know. So I said, that's great. We have to get with her when she gets back. Have to get, find out
I was wondering, did she sing the solo? Did she sing with the group? I mean, how did all that work? But I did know that she went up there and sang at Carnegie Hall.
That's a big story.
That is a big story. To have a local person to get up there and sing at Carnegie Hall. I mean, you don't get any bigger than that.
That's what I'm saying. That's about as good as it gets.
We all know that she's got a great voice. Right. And now a lot more people do.
Yeah. But we'll have to get her on here and talk about her experience in singing at Carnegie Hall. That's a great story.
That is a good story.
Congrats to Vi.
Yep. Great story. I'm glad that that happened. Didn't know about it in advance, but heard about it this weekend.
And Bert's joined our group the last couple of weeks, so it's good to have Bert Yergin out there playing golf with us. So.
Okay.
Good guy.
Yeah.
Said he was a fantastic shortstop. Played on that 67 state championship baseball team.
Mm-hmm.
Said he could go. So, but he's been fun to play with.
Okay. Did he replace somebody or just add?
He just came. He just started playing.
Started playing.
He's played before, but he just joined back. So it's good to have him.
So you got 5 of y'all playing now?
We had 24 on Saturday.
Oh, I'll throw 24.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it all depends.
I didn't
on
know if you had a regular
It all depends
group.
on. It's
Or
a
is it just
Saturday.
a
It's a
draw?
Saturday. Sometimes 16 show up. Sometimes 24. It all depends on who all shows up. It's
Yeah,
just
but do y'all play?
It's just that Saturday
Do y'all
12:30
play
group.
4 off of tee box, 3 off of tee box?
Yeah, sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 5. Depends on how many
Okay.
people show up.
Okay.
So, Kenny Brown's in charge of him and Raymond Brown are in charge of picking the teams. So
Oh, they are. Okay.
he gets a lot of flack for that because his team's always pretty strong.
Advantages of being in charge.
But somebody's got to fix them.
Advantages of being in charge.
I joke they just can't put Billy Richardson and Burt Yergin on the same team because both of those are Hall of Fame athletes. So when they play together, they always win.
They always win?
So it's not fair to put them
I think
together.
you said
so.
Billy practically lives there.
Billy,
Club,
yeah.
on the golf course, right?
Billy plays golf 24/7. In fact, that it was fun.
24/7.
I'm telling you, that 17-year girl, his granddaughter was playing in that 17-year girls. They played that first game, and Billy was there, and all of a sudden he disappeared. I said, "Where'd Billy go?" She said, "You know where he's at? He's playing golf." I said, "He's not staying for the championship game." She said, "No, he's got to go play golf."
He didn't stay for the championship game?
No,
His granddaughter playing?
He wasn't missing his tee time.
Oh, man. I've talked to Billy about his priorities.
He's got his priorities. It's golf.
No.
He plays more golf out there than anybody I know. He plays all the time.
Wow.
He's good at it though. It's fun to play with.
Good, good. Well, you hope if you play a lot like that, you are going to be good.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a good group. I say we had a good time. We had 24 on Saturday. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people were itching to get out there after all that rain. They hadn't been able to play much. So
Yeah, they say the back nine's going to be gorgeous once it opens up.
I'm sure
it's
it will be.
got a lot of rain, so it should be in good shape. But
yeah, my yard's all dried up now. Did have little big puddles, small ponds in it because it's low in certain areas, but it's all dried up now. But I'm glad that you had a good time out there on Saturday, and we look forward to talking to Vi about her experiences of singing at Carnegie Hall in New York City.
I'm just glad Bert let me know. That's great. I don't know why they kept it hush hush. We should have known that before she was going out there.
Didn't know it until I heard about it this weekend. Yeah. So congratulations to Vi Bennett.
Enjoyed watching the College World Series. Looking forward to Game 3 tonight. Boy, Florida pounded LSU yesterday. 20. That's the most runs ever scored in a World Series game.
Beat down.
It was a beatdown.
I thought. See, I was surprised about that.
I thought there was
a
mercy. Where's the mercy rule? I guess they have no
No,
mercy
they
rule.
have that. But I thought that Florida and LSU were playing. I thought there were 4 teams, and Florida and LSU were playing, and the winner of that would play the winner of the other 2.
No.
But they are actually playing
No,
for
they're
all
playing
the
a
marbles.
championship, right?
Yeah, they're playing. Whoever wins, was it tonight?
It's nice. The
Tonight
championship game
is the champion,
Right.
NCAA champion in baseball. So Florida, LSU, 2 SEC teams.
Yeah,
I don't care which one wins. I'm just glad an SEC team's going to win.
Yeah, Florida beat Tennessee to get in the championship game, and LSU beat Wake Forest to get in the championship
Okay.
round. They're
All
in
right.
a different bracket. So
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that happened like
2
that. So you
SEC
can-
teams in there, but the first game was went all the way to the bottom of the 11th. It was 0-0. LSU got a leadoff single and then a 2-run home run. Florida brought their relief pitcher in there. First pitch, the guy hit a 2-run home run, so they won 2-0 on Friday night, and then Saturday Saturday night, and then Sunday was the big 24-4 win by Florida. Just pounded them. I think they hit like 5 home runs.
Right.
So all on the line tonight. Should be interesting to see if LSU's pitcher can come back and pitch and help them win. But it's been fun to watch. That place, I don't see any empty seats out there.
Not
That place
empty
is packed
So
out there.
Omaha's got their hotels packed. Huh?
They must. Making a lot of money.
They always host it out there. Apparently, they must have a lot of good fields that the teams can play on.
I just hadn't checked with my sister because I know that household's going to be, she went to LSU, he went to Florida. So I'm sure they're having a nephew's in Florida.
Yeah, be civil now. Be civil.
I
Yeah.
don't know if it's civil. That's what I'm trying. I haven't called to find out. They may be throwing things.
Well, they play against each other in football all the time, so I'm used. They're kind of used to that. There's a lot of mixed marriages out there. when it comes
That's
to
that house divided. They got those bumpers.
Yeah, you
those
see the
license
bumper
plates,
stickers
yeah.
for one side will be,
Right.
yeah, want something on the other one. The worst would be something like Auburn, Alabama. I mean, hated teams. Just teams you just can't stand, because they're your big rival. I mean, Florida and LSU, they're SEC and they are rivals, but they're not like big rivals. But just hope a good game. And speaking of good baseball, the Braves taking 2 out of 3 from Cincinnati over the weekend. Just great baseball over the weekend.
50 wins already. That's wild. So they're looking at a 100-win season. Just the question is how they're going to fare in the playoffs. So, but still, just 6 games. Miami hanging around.
Miami just hanging in there. There's a lot of baseball to go. We're just halfway.
That's true. But
just not even quite halfway yet.
Braves are fun to watch. Olsen's already got 25 home runs. That's impressive. So they're having a good year.
The Braves are doing good with the long ball.
Yeah.
Doing real good with the long ball. And they got interleague play tonight, taking on the Twins there in Minnesota at Truist Park. Our coverage will begin with Braves baseball at 6:05 this afternoon with the leadoff show, getting you all informed and fired up for first pitch at 7:20. And the Braves play Minnesota today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, have Thursday off, and then Miami comes to town for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, good week for Braves baseball up in Atlanta, Truist Park.
And of course, a big weekend in Scriven. We'll have the mayor here Friday to talk about it. It all kicks off Friday with the Second Chance Band playing Friday night with the fire department. And then Saturday's the big day with the fireworks show this Saturday night in Scriven, Georgia.
That's right.
If you want to see the best fireworks show around, head to Scriven on Saturday night.
Yeah, you can go Saturday night. Most other places will have it on the 4th, which is next. Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. So the 4th is on Tuesday, so that's when most places will have 4th of July. But you can go and get an early start on seeing fireworks this Saturday night in Scriven, July 1st. The Scriven 4th of July fireworks Saturday night, sometimes starting somewhere between 9:15 and 9:30, but they're going to have all kinds of activities going on that afternoon. As you mentioned, Jason Weaver will be in here on Friday to give us an update on everything. And, of course, Second Chance Band playing that Friday night there at the fire department in Scriven.
And Chambers got their big legacy dinner this Thursday, so it's a busy week.
Yeah, legacy dinner Thursday night there.
Pass the gavel, give out all the awards. So that's this Thursday night at the Pine Forest Country Club. So it's a busy week. Congrats to the 2 state champions in all-star action. Again, the 14U boys went undefeated in district and state. A.J. Hickox pitched a nice 2-0 no-hitter in the championship game down against Glenn County, down in Effingham County. So our congrats to the 14U boys. They had a little parade through town. If people were downtown for that, they had the police escort and all that. So.
Oh, they did? Well, cool.
So that was cool.
17U and 14U. 17U girls, softball, and 14-year-old boys winning state champs. More signs going up on the fields out there.
The 12U team just missed out. Like I said, they fought their way back all the way. They won 2 games on Friday. They won the first game Saturday, but they lost the championship game Saturday. So tough loss for them. But it's tough to get in that loser's bracket. We tell you it all the time. It's just you got to have a lot of pitching to get through.
You did yourself. It's amazing how many more games you got to play when you lose just one game.
Right.
You
don't want to get in that loser's bracket. So. But hats off to them for fighting all the way back up in Statesboro. I thought they were going to win it, but Sumter County came back and won that championship game 6-3, I think was the final. So, but a good show by the 12U. They got a lot of talent on that baseball team. A lot of talent coming. So they had a baseball camp today, starting today at Howard Bell Warrenfield. I think they got like 45 to 50 kids signed up for that camp this week at Howard Bell Warrenfield. So we're going to check in with Coach McDonald.
Baseball camp, huh? All week long? No.
Well, the football team's going to a padded camp starting tomorrow down in Camden County.
Now, what's a padded camp?
It's just a full. Everybody's in pads.
You can put the pads on. Okay, I didn't know they could do that earlier.
I believe that's what they call pad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check on with Coach Jay Beauchamp today. They got practice today, so I'll get an update, find out for sure what a padded camp's all about. And I know they got 7-on-7s. Hard to believe the scrimmage is 40 days from today. It's 40 days.
40 days.
August
40 days and 40 nights.
I mean, it's just going to be here before you know it. Football season right around the corner. And Matthew Fuller, congratulations to him. He committed to South Carolina this week. And he's getting ready for his senior season. But South Carolina sports webpage had a big picture of Matthew Fuller. All excited that Matthew Fuller committed.
Matthew Fuller's going to be a Gamecock.
he's committed verbally to play for South Carolina. So our congrats to him. I'm sure he's glad to have that decision.
You'll be a senior
passed
this
him,
year, right?
This is senior year coming up. But he did get recruited as he wanted to be. He could play linebacker, or he could play both sides of the ball. So,
right, he can.
But I think in college he wants to play running back, and South Carolina offered him to play running back. So that's why he's verbally committed there. So, but looking forward to talking to him. I'm sure he'll be at that 912 Media Day event. So
yeah. It's good to have another Wayne County player in Division I.
Right.
And the SEC. You'll get to see him a lot.
Yeah. He's
wish him the best.
He's a good one.
Except when he plays Georgia. Other than that, have an outstanding career in South Carolina.
That's what I told Tavion all the time. I said, Tavion, I'm pulling for you every game except for you to come to Athens. Can't pull for you there.
No, can't do that. Wouldn't be right.
That'd be the same thing with Matthew.
Yeah.
Wish you well against everybody but the Dogs.
Yeah, I hope you have 100-plus yard games every game except when you play Georgia.
That was big news over the weekend. Congrats to Matthew Fuller. As I said, those are tough. He's got all these goals, got all these. That's a tough process for these kids.
And to go ahead and get it over with, because you got the pressure of all these schools wanting you to come visit their campus, and the recruiters talking to you, and sometimes the head coach is coming in, and
you can just concentrate on your senior year, have all that behind you. So.
Yeah, get ready for a 2,000-yard season for Wayne County this fall, right?
I wouldn't put it past him.
You wouldn't put it past him.
I'm just wondering, we got so much more depth. I wonder how much more he's going to play on defense. I don't know if he's going to play. And I can't wait to hear what Coach Shaw plans to do. Like I said, because last year, like I said, Joe and I used to debate. He gives up that way more hospital offensive defensive player of the game, and Matthew Fuller could have got on both offensive and defensive player
in a lot of games. He got offense and defense.
Exactly.
He's all
talented
athlete.
He's running for 200 yards and making 20 tackles. So, he's fun to watch. South Carolina's getting a good football player.
Okay.
Wish him well.
Wish him well. But right now, we got to concentrate on the 2023 Wayne County season.
Can't wait to watch him this fall.
Yes, that's where we want to watch him, right here at Wayne County. JC Stadium, and then on the road wherever we go to. Our first regular season game, I know our scrimmage game is here. Is our first regular season here?
Yeah, in Bradwell.
Yeah,
it's 2 weeks after the scrimmage.
Okay, Bradwell.
In fact, the first two games are at home. Bradwell and
is that Brooks?
Brooks.
Yeah, Brooks were on the road over their equipment last year.
Yeah, they still have that talented quarterback coming to town, so that'll be a fun game. And that third game is that big rival game going to Appling County, taking on the Pirates.
Taking on the Pirates, that third regular season game.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a good schedule.
Yep.
But the BC Cadets come to Jesup, Georgia this year. That's the game I'm looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to all of them.
I know, but that's the one
That's the one you're really looking forward to?
That's going to be fun. Place going to be packed.
You will have to get some extra baling wire around the poles there to keep that press box up, huh?
That's the hottest ticket in town that night. That's gonna be fun game. The BC Cadets rolling. Can't remember the last time the BC Cadets came to Wayne County. It's been a long time.
Has it been that long?
It's been a long time.
I can't remember.
That's gonna be a fun night.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to that ball game. They got their talented quarterback too. He's committed to FSU. Saw him last year, so they've got a good quarterback.
Okay. Well, just want to talk a little NASCAR here. I know that's not one of your big sports, but we want to talk about it because we have a lot of NASCAR fans out there. Nashville race this weekend. Ross Chastain, who hasn't won in quite a while, won. It puts him into the playoffs. Playoffs coming up real soon. Ross Chastain in his Trackhouse Racing Chevrolet. Martin Truex Jr. second, Denny Hamlin third, Chase Elliott fourth, Kyle Larson fifth. And then William Byron, Crystal Bell, Eric Jones, Kyle Busch, and A.J. Allmendinger. That's the top 10 right there in Nashville. And I think this coming weekend is when they get on the streets there in Chicago. I'm not sure, but that's going to be a little bit different right there. Running those streets like the Formula One. Like the Formula One cars race sometimes through downtown areas, like Monte Carlo and places like that. Well, that's what the NASCAR driver is going to be doing through the downtown streets there in Chicago. A little different. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that. All right, what's going on this week? I know you mentioned the fact that the Legacy Dinner, Wayne County Chamber of Commerce Legacy Dinner, where they pass the gavel from one chairman to the other and hand out the awards, is going on Thursday. Anything else going on this week?
School board has that call meeting tomorrow at 5 o'clock for their public hearing, and they get their regular scheduled meeting tomorrow at 6. So still hadn't heard anything about the city. I said, Commissioner Cockfield called last week and said that him and Booger were ready to vote for the budget. So they're trying to get their budget passed, but I hadn't seen any call meeting as of yet. So this is the final week of the month, so they're going to get
Friday's the 30th.
If they're going to get it passed, they have to have a meeting this week. So, but I haven't seen anything scheduled. So keep you posted on that. So people still shaking their heads that they couldn't find anybody to replace Ray House. That the governor's got to step in and make that decision.
Could they have had a third vote? I mean, could they, voted one way where it was 3-2 for David Earl, and then they voted for the second vote, Mike Deal, 2-3. Could they have said, well, we don't have a majority, let's vote one more time and see if one of those would change over to David Earl? Could they have done that, or I guess the other two were just committed to Mike? Is that it? No reason to take another vote?
There wasn't no sense taking another vote.
Okay. All right.
It was futile effort.
Futile.
Nobody was changing their mind.
They were dug in. So now the governor will make the decision for the city of Jesup, who the commissioner will be to replace Ray House in District 5. But then, of course, the citizens will decide in just a few months in November, which is the best way you want it done.
Like we said, the governor could opt just stay out of it and say, good luck in November.
Well, he could.
So time will tell. I know he's made several calls to the city of Jesup. His people have made several calls.
Yeah.
They're getting
He's probably surprised to get a call.
They're getting all the information they can possibly get. So they're well aware of the situation in Jesup, Georgia. So they're well aware that he gets to make the appointment. So the question is, does he want to make the appointment, or does he want to just stay out of it? So that's the question that has to be answered between now and July the 11th.
Somebody just texted in, who won the birthday cake? Carson Robinson. Carson Robinson won the birthday cake this morning. Just letting them know. All right, so you got the you can have the city meet this week. They got to meet this week to vote on the budget, and then you got the school board, and you said they're going to talk about what again?
They got the public hearing on their budget tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
Do you ever have anybody to show up at these public hearings on budgets?
No,
you usually don't.
Just like the cities, they already had their public hearing, but nobody showed up. But they couldn't reach a consensus. So the school boards, they're all on board with the budget, so they're going to pass the budget tomorrow.
Did you know that Freddie Freeman got his 2,000th career hit over the weekend?
I did. I saw that.
Yeah, he should still have Ray's uniform on, but he doesn't. Oh, boy.
He's loving life in L.A.
You think so?
Looked pretty happy yesterday.
Maybe he's getting used to the left coast out there.
His family was there. Yeah. I mean, the word was that's where his wife wanted to go from the get-go, that she had that clothing line, and she was making more money in Los Angeles than she was in Atlanta.
She does what now?
She has some kind of clothing line, or
okay.
she has a business of her own. But
well, I guess you would make
it flourishes in Los Angeles more than it does in Atlanta. So that was part of the story, that that's why they were moving to L.A. And then there was a story he didn't want to move to L.A. Remember, his agent supposedly
he didn't want to really go. And you could tell last year when he was back in Atlanta that he was missing that hometown crowd of Atlanta.
I never understood that story. I mean, agent's not going to do something without the player saying, okay, I never bought into that story. I can't believe an agent would trade the guy without telling him. That's hard to believe.
Well, no, because the guy's got to sign the contract. You're not going to have your agent sign it.
But I'm just saying that was a story.
Freddie
Freeman.
How long you're either for 4 or 5 years, or 5 or 6 years.
That was a story. He threw his agent under the bus, and the agent did it without his knowledge. Remember, that was the story.
I remember the agent doing that, but he had to sign the contract.
I don't believe that's. I think somebody's making that story up personally, but. I said,
you think a tall tale was being told there, Bob?
I think there's
a tall tale.
I think there's some Pinocchios in that story. So.
A Pinocchio story, huh?
Telling a fib.
You know, it's good to hear all these good reports coming out of the Rams, how Stetson Bennett's doing out there. That just good praise from his teammates out there and how he's learning his athleticism, his his understanding and a command of the game. They're pleased with his performance, at least so far in practice.
He can play.
Yeah, we know that.
Anybody
watching the last 2 years at Georgia,
all these people still doubting him. Just need to shut up.
Won 2 national championships in the most competitive conference in the entire nation, and then beat people like, Ohio State. Just beat the turkey out of TCU, but Ohio State was the team that out of all those teams in the playoffs, that's the one that I was most worried about. And we were down for a while, but came back there at the end.
Kid's a proven winner. He's won everywhere he's gone. So 2 national championships. That pretty much speaks for itself.
That speaks for itself right there. And he had great stats too.
Once he gets
he had control and command of the team too. Your quarterback has to have that in order to be able to win. They've got to respect that quarterback and willing to follow him.
He's going to do well. Just sit back and watch.
I'm just glad he's got Matthew Stafford there, a former UGA guy, to lead him along.
Yeah. Just remember, Matthew Stafford, it's been a while since he's had a full season where he hasn't got hurt. So.
Yeah,
Stetson will be on that field before you know it. So once he gets on, he'll show all those doubters
it'll be rough
again.
to begin with, but he'll get it going. They're a lot faster and stronger in the NFL.
He can play.
So hopefully I'm sure he'll do well. He's done well everywhere he's gone, and he's got a great teacher out there, a great coach, great mentor, and he's got that chip on his shoulder, and he still has it there, and he's still playing with it.
If you look at their roster, they got him penciled as number 2. He's not number 3. He's number 2.
Who is the other quarterback there? They got to have 3.
I don't think they've got one right now.
They got to have 3.
You
got to have 3 quarterbacks.
Well, they don't mention him, so I don't know.
It's the water boy. Your team's got to have 3 quarterbacks. I mean, look at San Francisco last year. I mean, they were down 2.
That's true.
Anybody can throw the ball. We're out of quarterbacks. Then you have to bring in a hurt quarterback just to be able to hand the ball off. And they're doing everything they can to try to protect those quarterbacks, and they still go down like flies every single weekend.
They can have Pittsburgh's third-string quarterback.
They can just take him?
Yeah, he's still there. I can't believe it. He's stealing money from Pittsburgh. I can't figure out how Mason Rudolph stays on that roster. But he's there. Third string.
Third string, huh?
Yeah. They kept
who's the first string for Pittsburgh this year?
Kenny Pickett.
Pickett, that's right. Pickett.
Number 1 pick
Pennsylvania guy.
Yeah. He's a winner. They're keeping Mitchell Trubisky as the backup, and they got Mason Rudolph as the third string quarterback. But they need to just cut him. I don't know why. Mike Tomlin must not get those letters I send him. Cut him.
How many letters do you send out a week to people?
A bunch. He's got to go.
Oh, boy. Let me tell you. Once again, why don't you remind everybody about the blood drive today?
Oh, that's right. Blood drive today.
Blood drive today. That's
Calvary Baptist Church Gymnasium. 1 to 6 is the time at the Calvary Baptist Church Gymnasium. Again, this is sponsored by the Jesup Shriners Ladies Auxiliary. Again, walk-ins are welcome. That takes place today at the Calvary Baptist Church. Again, Red Cross says these blood drives are very crucial, especially during the summer months. So get a chance to give a gift to
Calvary Baptist Church Gym today, 1 to 6.
1 to 6, yes, sir.
Show up and give a unit of life-saving blood.
Yep.
All right, Bob, anything else on your mind this morning?
Man, just cut Mason Rudolph. See you.
All right, world-famous Butch and Bob show here on WIFO, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and by O'Quinn & Associates.